Hello and welcome back to my channel. Uh, we're out here in this beautiful west coast of Korea, but no, it's not actually the west coast because this is actually that nearby Riverside Park, which I showed you in my previous video. And the reason why we're here, not in the west coast, which we actually plan to go to, is because of fine dust in the air. You know, this fine dust thing, it's a very serious problem in this country because this thing it literally is just like small dust particles floating in the air, you know. And that's why I'm wearing this mask even though this bloody COVID thing is over. So because of this fine dust, even if we get to that west coast, we still, you know, we're not gonna have that beautiful light. We're not gonna have that, you know, beautiful horizon and everything. No, we're not gonna see that. And because of this dust thing, the air is just like, it's like milky, it's foggy. You cannot see, you know, more than something that's like, I don't know, a kilometer away from you. And it's just not worth spending 2 hours to get to the west coast from this city. And that's why we're here in this Riverside Park. But you know, even though there's this fine dust today, we can still, oh, there's just two birds fighting. What the, sorry. so, so even though we cannot go to the west coast today, even though there is this fine dust in the air, we can still shoot some photos in this nearby Riverside Park because the subjects are not that far from the camera. It's maximum like what, like 100 meters, 200 meters, so it's still visible. But still, we're not gonna see any good light today, and therefore I'm gonna try to find some like interesting compositions that can somehow compensate, you know. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can find today.
Well, I tried and tried, but I failed. No good composition was found and no photo was taken. However, the real surprise was the next day when the sky cleared up and the air was clean.
So it's actually the next day today, and as you can see, the sky is much cleaner than yesterday, which is very nice for photography-wise. It's very nice, and well, that's why I don't have to wear my mask today. It's just like this, just in case. So today we're gonna make some photos here. I'm saying today too much, I think. And yeah, let's see what kind of seascape photos I can make here in the South Korean west coast. So yeah, let's go. There are these small birds I just found as I was moving, so I had to crawl up and to lower myself down to the eye level of these birds, and then now I can shoot them with my camera, not with a gun. Let's be clear. Oh, they're just washing themselves in this small seawater pond. And it's just so cool, so cute and so cool. So I just made some photos and videos of this beautiful small birds, and I don't know the names, but I'll put the name and then the screen here. Yeah, that's the name of this bird here. And you know, I've seen like I think they're closely related species, which I'll show the photo of this bird right now. I shot this bird like a year ago, last summer, and and these birds are all endangered species. And then when I saw these birds, like they look almost exactly identical, and like they sound the same, and they just behave the same way. And I think they're one of those endangered species too, which I'm not sure about. And I kind of miss my old 200 to 600 lens because I actually sold it thinking that I wasn't gonna do any more wildlife photos, but yeah, now I miss that. But I still got this one. So this is good enough. And one thing about Korea is that you will often hear
토마토가
these.
왔습니다. 토마토가 밭에서 바로 따온 토마토, 싱싱한 찰토마토를 단지
They're selling tomatoes, by the way. Yeah, when you come to Korea, you'll hear this quite often. Either tomatoes or laundry or some old refrigerators or something. You'll hear that often. You'll get used to it. So, but yeah, so I'm not here to make bird photos. I'm actually here to make landscape photos. But then this was just a small surprise from Mother Nature, I would say. So let's make some landscape photos now, shall we? So as I was trying to leave this place, I actually found this very, very rare bird, which I know the name in Korean, but I don't know the name in English, of course. So I'm just gonna go there and then shoot some photos. And oh my god, okay, I gotta go. It's like seeing a real life Pokemon. I mean, I know I'm too excited. I know I'm too excited. So now we're finally really going to this landscape photography location, which I had in my mind, because the sun is going down, so we gotta move fast. So see you there again.
Yes, the waves and wind were too strong, so my microphone failed. What I was trying to explain was the scene that I was looking at. I was thinking of making a panoramic shot that showed the island on the left side of the image, and the ship in the middle, and some more islands to the right. I was thinking of using a 3:1 ratio for a long panoramic shot.
So what I'm trying to do here is make a series of shots, like 2 or 3 shots, and then I'm gonna stack them together in Lightroom or Photoshop. So first, let's we go from right to left. So focus on the horizon there, and make a shot. Second shot. The last one. Actually, I think I'm gonna make 4 shots. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's that ship right there. And then there's this island. Right, so these 4 photos, I will stack them together in Photoshop, which will make a very long panoramic image, which I think in my work as a very good minimalist image. Yes.
So as I said before, I was thinking about a 3:1 ratio long panoramic image, but the ratio didn't seem to fit the scene. So instead, I made it a 2:1 ratio panoramic image and excluded the island that was near the ship. I can't say this image is a keeper, but I like the mood that this image has.
There's this another beach which is located that way, towards the west, and that's where I'm gonna head right now. But I'm just trying to wait out that as the tide is going back that way, more this beach is revealed, and often you'll find these like stones and rocks here, and they can be a very interesting foreground object, especially when you use like a 16mm lens or any kind of wide angle lens, basically. And I don't know, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm thinking, should I wait here or should I just go to my my last location and eat dinner? Yeah, I think I'm I think I'm okay with this. Yeah, the birds and this panoramic shot, I think it's enough. Yeah. So let's move to this last location and eat. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we are here. I mean, I'm here. So this is the beach that I wanted to shoot, and this is the last location. So, and for some reason, and of course, I mean, like, of course, there's some people filming here. I don't know if you can see. I'll show you in the B-roll, and it's a beautiful beach here. There's these rocks and you know the sun's going down that way because this is towards the west, and it's amazing. So let's make some hot food and wait for the sun to go down. Yeah. One thing I really like about this country is that it's a peninsula country. So there are three seas, which is the west, east, and the south. And the west coast is normally very calm. It has many islands, and the beach is very flat usually. And the east coast is usually like cliffs, you know, and the waves are much stronger. It's like strong, and and the south coast is somewhat in between those two. But the south coast still has this like really exotic geographic places. All right, now time to cook. Oh no, it's wet. It's wet. So I know this looks a bit chaotic, but I think I found this potential composition. And why did I? What? This isn't my shutter release. So my idea is that there's this big boulder or this big stone, and I couldn't find the leading line or anything. There's no good light, sadly, but what we have is this formation of these clouds just making this line as it's moving past the scene. And I think if I give a long exposure, then I don't know, maybe that can be the leading line for the main subject. So I'm here, and my idea is that these clouds will just make this lines as I'm gonna make a long exposure shot of these clouds. But first I'm gonna make a shot of this boulder and a well exposed shot of this boulder. So 0.4 seconds, f9, ISO 100, and then that's it. So now I'm gonna put my Lee 6 stopper, which is an ND filter, to make a long exposure of these clouds. And again, it's ISO 100, f9, and then I'm gonna use bulb mode. So my calculations, if it's correct, then it's gonna be about like 30 seconds, 40 seconds maybe. That will make a good exposed long exposure shot. So let's try that. So I just made this shot, and I don't know, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll make a good black and white photo. Yeah, because when you don't have an interesting light, you can just have an interesting subject, and oftentimes it will work. It's not gonna be just mediocre. And I really didn't want to finish this video like the last time. Not that anticlimactic again. I mean, oftentimes I fail, of course, and I don't want to fake it. But today, no. I did it. Yeah, I've done it. And as for this video, the sun is going down, so I guess I'll head home now and work with these files, and yeah, I guess that's for today. So if this video is, I hope this video wasn't too chaotic because I'm still new here and you know I'm really trying to figure out how to do this thing. As you can see, I'm not still that comfortable speaking in front of camera, especially when there are other people around. And but yeah, I'm really trying. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and subscribe, press like. If you didn't like this video, press the dislike button, but twice, please. Yeah, that'll work. So thanks, and see you next time.